Welcome to Survivor NSFW, back at it again, part 2, Edge of Extinction cast assessment with very special guest from Survivor Gabon, Mr. Randy Bailey. And Randy,
did you do your homework? Did you watch the Fire Festival thing on Netflix?
No, I did not do that, but I did watch the 9 videos of ET Canada.
You'll do anything to come back a third week, won't you? You're just like, I sure would like to talk about that Fire Festival, but you know.
No, we're done after this. Till
no more. Randy goes back into hibernation.
Maybe next season, but.
All right, sounds good. Randy, I just got to tell you, the feedback has been off the charts for last week's Randy Bailey bitter cast assessment. An homage to a friend.
I wasn't that bitter.
You'll make up for it today.
I think I will. I wasn't that bitter. I didn't listen to it because I know what we said, so there's no need to listen to it.
Yes.
But you're right. This last week's. Well, I kind of like this tribe too. I'll I'm not going to hold back, but I will be honest. It's I am not going to be bitter or whatever just to try to be entertaining. I'm going to
Sure. There is a lie detector function built into Skype, so we'll know.
Okay. That's good.
So the cool thing is the last week we had a tribe that had, I believe, 5 men and 4 women.
Yes, the Manu tribe.
The Manu tribe. And today we are going to break down the Kama. Is it Kama? Is that how you say it?
I think it's Kama. Like, there was a wrestler named Kama Mustafa that later became the Godfather.
Or like one of my favorite books, the Kama Sutra. So
the Kama Daily is very familiar with
that. or like my favorite song, Kama Chameleon.
Thank you.
I love it. So basically we're going to break down this tribe. We're going to do it in alphabetical order by first name. So that what that means is the very first person we're going to be talking about is a returning player.
Well, hold on. You didn't finish your statement about the tribe. So the Manu tribe was 5 guys, 4 girls. This is 5 girls,
yes. 4
guys. I think that's the first time in the history of Survivor. I may be wrong. Stephen Fishback screaming at us if he actually listened to the podcast. Is this the first to have an uneven?
I believe it. I believe ratio? It is. I would think it probably is. But
my tribe in Fong had tribes of 9, and it was.
Was it 5 and 4 and 4 and 5?
I don't even know. I was
well,
there.
You were so close with all of them, Randy. I'm shocked to hear this.
But I know 9 can't be divided evenly, even though I would have loved to have taken a saw and chopped Crystal in half.
Well, but you could imagine either 5 guys, 4 girls per tribe on both tribes, or 5 girls and 4 guys.
Let's see. Real quickly, it was me, Dan, Kenny, and is that it? I think it was 6-3. GC, no, it was 5-4. 5 girls.
So it has happened before. So yeah, so
maybe the other tribe was 4 and 5, perhaps.
Had to be.
Had to be. I think so too.
So we have 5 females and 4 males in the Kama tribe. We're gonna go first with Aubrey Bracco, 32 years old. This is her 3rd time playing the game. I was a fan of hers in her first season in Korong, and then she also played again in Game Changers. So, she's one of those strategic players, and I'm not really a fan of the floral dress that she had to wear in her ET Canada interview that I watched. But I think, I don't really think she could win the game. If they're smart, they'll get her out. But I think she could go pretty deep into the game.
Well, I think that's true for all 4 returnees, and I think we said that last week. The only thing I have negative to say about Aubrey, like you mentioned, is her wardrobe. I think in her 3 seasons, we've seen her in probably a dozen different outfits, both preseason and postseason, and maybe 20 different outfits. And I love you, Aubrey, but you need a new person to dress you.
It's her own unique style. I will give her that. I mean,
and sorry, Johnny. Yeah, in her defense, production is probably putting her in those school marm outfits.
I've seen her in equally bad outfits on her personal Instagram. I don't think CBS or SCG can be blamed for that.
I think she's just a quirky chick. She loves this game. They kind of asked her, when they called, did you instantly say yes or no? And it's like, it's like one of those things, just like everyone says, I could not say no. I had to go back, and she's made it so far in the game, day 39 in Kerrang and day 37 in Game Changers. So just like Kelly Wentworth, we're dealing with somebody who has done pretty much about everything you can do in the game of Survivor, with the exception of winning the game. So one thing I noticed about her going into this season is she says she wants to have more fun, right? I think she took the game so seriously that she didn't ever had a chance to really let the game sink in and enjoy her time out there. Now, when it comes down to it and she starts playing the game, I think she's going to go right back into taking it very seriously. But I would like to see a more fun side of Aubrey in this season.
So
I always go ahead, Johnny.
I've had a crush on Aubrey. Like her first season, I had a super crush on her, and the crush continued on Game Changers. I feel like the honeymoon's over, and I'm kind of over it. Like I just scrolling through the pics before I saw the video or anything, I'm just like, I'm done. And she, I would imagine that she could say the same thing about me, with the exception of she never liked me. So, but but sitting there watching the video, I'm just like, you know what? I guarantee one quirky, fun confessional, I'm right back on the Aubrey train, and I'm in love again. So I didn't watch a ton of stuff on. I mean, because I know her, I know the character, I get it. So I saw the outfit and I was like, oh, come on, just be. I'm like, I know there's a cute hot girl under there. Pretend for a minute, but that's not her style. I'm glad she's a unique personality. I'm glad that she owns herself, understands herself. I think I applaud her for all those things. I'm just not there yet. But I, as I said, one confessional in, I'll be right back on the Aubrey train.
So you have officially broken up with her, or not?
Yes, even though we were not dating.
Okay, well, we've had an on and off relationship as well.
Oh, please enlighten us.
The nerd look. I mean, I would give me glasses and the nerd look over 100 Parvati's.
Yeah.
Something about it. And
I've said that for years, but then I see this dress she wears on the ET interview, and I'm like, all right, I'm done. Give me a Parvati.
Yeah.
Well, this is kind of off topic, but similar thing. So I was looking at Instagram earlier, and Kellen Bechtold, who played on Survivor season 36, she kind of seemed like I believe she was recently divorced when she played, and I don't remember her.
She dated Bradley. That's even worse.
So I never remember her being like this, like having all this sex appeal, really. But
yeah, I've sexy in real life.
She's got the nerd thing. She's got the nerd thing too. You give me Kellen, Gabby, Aubrey, Hannah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take any of them over.
Like a Parvati or something. But here's what I'm saying.
I'll take Kellen and Aubrey over.
So for the patrons that are actually watching the video of this, I wanted to show you guys. So Kellen actually.
Oh yeah. I liked that earlier today.
Yeah, so
that's Kellen?
Yeah, she it's an ass shot, dude. Like,
yeah, she's in Fiji right now because
Matt.
Yes.
Matt, I know what an ass looks like. You don't have to point that out.
Well, but for those that are just listening instead of hearing, instead of
gotcha.
watching, I mean, not everyone has gone Patreon as they should at patreon.com/Survivor NSFW. So for $5, they could be watching this. For $10, they unlock all the content, Randy. But
I'm
for
sorry.
$5, they get to see your beautiful face.
Yeah, so that's
plugs. We're not,
that's right.
We're not 5 minutes into this, and you're plugging things again.
Well, I would like people to be able to see you, Ray. I enjoy like the fact that I get to look at you and Matt Bischoff. That's a cool thing for me. Some people might like to look at Jonny Fairplay. I don't know.
Yes, indeed. But that's why I was showing you.
Maybe Aubrey does, and maybe like I'm really screwing up this love connection.
Well, I did not know that you had a thing for Aubrey too. Aubrey is gonna have to publicly choose one.
Well, if she chooses now, I won't be so heartbroken. But February 20th. When I'm sitting beside Matt Bischoff and she chooses you and I'm at Frickers in Mason, Ohio. Tickets available at survivortix.com. That's survivortix.com. I might be heartbroken, but at least I'll have Matt's shoulder to cry on.
That's right.
I'm gonna text her right now.
Okay. So we'll have the answer by the end of the podcast. Say Jonny and I are
10 minutes.
Yeah, Jonny and I are both smitten with you. If you had to choose.
I'm not going to give her any facts. I'm going to just say choose one.
Yeah.
Exclamation point.
Well, I think it's your caveman style that she
Jonny.
Yeah.
Fairplay.
Or me.
So I'm excited to see Aubrey play. Honestly.
Yeah. As I said, the dress. This is. Kudos to her because this is the one that has irritated me the most. So if that's her in game, kudos. Well played, Aubrey Bracco.
Yes, and so
I've sat beside Joe from Karong two times in a row now at Hearts of Reality.
That didn't take 2 seconds.
Oh wow, and
you need to send her a text too. The answer, of course, is that's not even. That's not even a question. I'll leave out the expletive.
Why? This is the NSFW.
I'm trying to clean up my act. That's not even a fucking question.
Yes.
Then YOU all caps.
Oh wow. See, I don't have a number.
She didn't. You don't?
No. Text me her number, and then I'll ask and see what I get.
Okay, I'll text it. I'll give it to you right now.
She's playing both of us, Randy.
Fortunately, this isn't a live podcast, is it?
No.
Oh, good. So she won't have a heads up if she's listening.
Yeah.
Right.
So text me your number.
I'll send it to you.
That is hilarious. So right now, what we know is Aubrey between Jonny Fairplay and Mr. Randy Bailey. It's Randy Bailey.
We don't know anything yet.
I'm waiting on the text from Randy. Randy's not fast at sharing contacts.
No, I mean, this is my first cell phone. I just got it yesterday.
Wow, my first cell phone. I could have my daughter Piper come over and explain it to you.
I'm sure she knows more than me. I still use one finger.
That is awesome.
I'm sure Aubrey would be fine with me giving you her number.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure. I have many survivors numbers in my phone. I think it's okay.
So
I do not have the War Dog's number. Should we reference this while I'm waiting on Randy? So we did the podcast last week. War Dog, I think, has a Google alert on himself. Anything out there about him, he because that's what the War Dog is like, and did not like the podcast, guys.
He didn't like our podcast last week.
No, not a fan at all. He's also calling out Chaos Cass and Chrissy from Survivor Triple H.
He's doing what?
He's calling out Chrissy and Chaos Cass.
Oh, really? Wow. Yeah.
That sounds very very first bootish. He just wants all kinds of action right now before he's quickly forgotten.
Yeah. We'll see.
That crossed my mind too. That.
Yeah, look at me. Hey, remember me?
No, I respect his how pumped up he is.
I do. I like it. As much as I dislike him, I
don't dislike anybody.
I dislike plenty of people.
Yet.
Dog. I already dislike the War Dog. However, I do admire his gumption.
You got your phone with you?
I did. I just got a picture, and Randy, you do things so ass backwards. All right, should I read it out loud or no?
No,
Okay.
do not do that.
I'm not doing that.
She'll kill me.
I know I'm not. Okay.
She'll break up with me.
I know.
So
well, maybe that's what I need.
While we're waiting on Jonny to text, and we'll see if Aubrey even texts Jonny back, I want to go into, and we can get back to the answer and touch base on that. But the second person,
we didn't say if she'd win or jury or where did she go out?
Predictions for Aubrey.
Yeah.
I think Aubrey makes it to the merge and is like the third person on the jury.
I'd love to see her win, but I agree with you, Matt. I see her mid-jury.
What about you, Jonny?
I would love to see her take out Joe in the first episode. Would love it.
Yeah. Someone alerted me to the fact that there's been little to no interaction between the returning players and the newbies on social media. And maybe it's one of those deals. I mean, you guys watched the first All-Stars, and it was kind of laid in stone that if you were a previous winner, you're out. This is their turn, not your turn. You had your chance, you got your million, go away. And I'm wondering if this is kind of the deal here with Age of Extinction. If the newbies are just like, hey, we've been there, done that. You had your chance, you didn't deliver. It's our turn. So and maybe that's why there's no interaction on social media. So maybe they just pick them off one at a time. Yeah, I mean
seems like the smart thing to do, really. If you want,
but they never do. They never do. And
they did on the first All-Stars. It's the only time it's ever happened.
Well,
yeah, but that was 100% returnees.
Yeah, but winners. It's the same concept as winners with on a returnee season.
And we talked about this a little bit last week, that casting and who goes into what tribe has a whole lot to do with how well
that's their favorite.
Right. By the way, I just sent Aubrey a text saying I gave her your number. So she should be expecting it.
Well, I texted choose again, Randy or me, and I put Jonny Fairplay in parentheses. So you didn't need to give her the heads up. You just ruined the bit.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing with the returning players. If you're a super fan of the show and you think you're this big personality and you want to see yourself on TV, you're gonna get out all four. The smart thing would be get rid of all four returning players because they're gonna dominate the confessionals and dominate the game, just like a fan's favorite season.
That's an excellent point, Matt. But you're a veteran. They don't know what it is, what's going on.
Right. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So I'd say, what do you think, Jonny, as far as how you think Aubrey, how far she'll go?
I'm thinking that this is a strong cast of characters, and despite my thinking last week, having a week to reflect on it, I think they're going after these. I think the newbies are going to go after the returnees first. I think she's pre-jury.
Cool.
I hope not.
I hope not too. As I said, I expect to fall back in love by the first commercial break, but that mission accomplished with the outfit on the press junket, and I'm going against the grain here, and I'm praying that they go after to Joe early. And I will say this about Aubrey on her bio for CBS.com or wherever Randy procured these documents with the intel. She is the third out of three thus far that, when asked which Survivor contestant are you most like, she also answered herself, as every contestant has until we get to Joe Anglim.
Yeah. Well, we're going to move on. Otherwise, I'll be here till tomorrow morning. So we're going to start off with the next person, which is a newbie, Aurora McCreary. She's 32 years old from Pensacola, Florida. Her current residence is Orlando. She is a divorce attorney, and some of her pet peeves are know-it-alls, ignorance, playing the victim card.
Stop right there. That's not cool. I mean, what did Stephen Fishback and Rob Cesternino ever do to her? What is her problem with the know-it-alls?
Yeah.
It's a decent podcast. They put in the work that they usually watch and record right after the show. Sure, there's a lot of people that can go and just press that subscribe button on iTunes for Survivor NSFW with Jonny Fairplay and Matt Bischoff. It's easy. That's an easy thing to do. Sure, you can just go and rate us 5 stars. Tell your friends, share that you listen to it on Stitcher, Spotify, and other But I mean, for her to call out and say that
Jonny,
yeah.
you got the joke. It was a great joke. For the first 10 seconds.
Oh, okay. Just, sir, I didn't.
So my first impression with this chick is she's smart, but she's very, very bitchy. She's going to be a villain. I think she's going to rub people the wrong way, 100%. And
I like it.
Yeah, she claims that she's a loudmouth. She's argumentative. I think she's gonna be like an Abby Maria, but worse. And I love Abby Maria, right? So I think she's gonna be feisty, but she's gonna come across as a villainous bitch. She says she's very direct. She's this attorney.
She's a divorce lawyer, which is excellent prep for Survivor.
Yeah, I think she's gonna right off the bat. I don't think she's gonna be able to lay low key the first few days. I think she's gonna get into an argument with somebody immediately.
Yeah. Well, she has no kids or family, and reminds me of a 2003 Jonny Fairplay. Just little hot-headed, ready to go. She said she wants gum out there. And Michelle Tesoro on Pro Islands, she had gum. I think on day 12 she was still chewing the same piece of gum.
Ugh.
And one thing. You just made me
vomit.
Think of something, Matt. The casting process is not only CBS casting, 18, 16, 20 characters, whatever. The casting process is also brainwashing the contestant to be that character and no one else, if you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. They had me... I knew what they wanted out of me, and I could not. And I'd watched every season. I knew that you had to be diplomatic. I knew that you had to get along with people and stuff. And I did it for a little bit, but they had drilled into my head who I was supposed to be so much that I couldn't help myself. And so I agree with you, Matt, that she's gonna come out guns blazing and annoy some people. I like her. I watched her video today. She seems very bright.
She does. I think the brightness takes her far in the game. I think she is going to alienate some people, but as long as she alienates the right people that are going to be early boots, I think if she can make it to the first tribe switch, I think there's going to be some lower end fodder that she can go after, and she'll be okay.
But yeah, there seems to be a lot of brains on this tribe.
This is a good tribe.
Last week, man, when
debating on what buff to wear. This is a good buff.
Well, yeah. I mean, after we did last week and finding out some of the people that I was just kind of like, wow, like
they suck.
There's
yeah.
This tribe is. I'm more impressed off what I've seen so far.
Sure.
With this tribe over last week's tribe.
A recurring theme on this tribe, not spoiler alert. Actually, I meant to say it first, then say spoiler because I do it wrong. But most of this tribe, when asked about their strategy, said, based on watching the show and knowing the show, you can't really go in with the strategy. You just have to kind of go with the flow and adapt. And that's the correct answer. Versus last week, it's like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this, in which none of them are going to do that.
Right. Because go ahead, Randy.
And they're all talking a good game, but only Joe and Aubrey really understand what's going on. We talked about the naivety of the newbies last week, but you're right. I saw this tribe as far superior to Manu's tribe from last week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But still, they're newbies.
And is she?
Wait, and this if this tribe wins, a couple times to start off, that could be just what the doctor ordered for Aubrey and Joe.
Yeah. So yeah, she says she's loved the show. She's been obsessed with it since the beginning, and she kind of mentions Tyson, which is also kind of a villainous character. And...
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed I didn't get the mention there. I thought, like, I'm reading all of her stuff. I'm like, that's
I don't think it just dawned on me. I don't think any of the three of us got any mentions anywhere.
No.
But I tell you what, she is going to be kind of like a Johnny Fairplay type. I think she is going to piss people off.
I mean, for the record, I mean, like I know people that I don't know anyone there in casting now, but I know people that worked in casting, 20 years ago when I was on the show, and people would come up and they're like, "Hey, I want to be the next Johnny Fairplay," and they would be like, "Oh, why don't you want to win?"
Well, the one thing, Johnny and Randy, that I want to say about this chick too is she is not completely clueless on how she's perceived by others. She's extremely self-aware. She's like, I know I'm a bitch. I know I'm a know-it-all. I know I'm going to be, and I got to, kind of rein that in. But that's what makes her a great player, is because she's going to be a bitch, but she's also very smart. So
the exact opposite of Angelina Keeley, who I loved last season.
Right.
But I think Angelina's self-awareness, it wasn't there. It wasn't portrayed.
Yeah, so we'll see how this plays out. I'm excited to see this chick. So we are going to go on to the third member of the tribe. It's Eric Hafemann. He's 34.
No, half a man.
So wait,
I asked him. I was like, "Do you really?" I was like, out of curiosity, do you pronounce that half a man? He goes, 100%. It is pronounced half a man.
Wow, Eric Hafemann. Eric Hafemann. This dude's a firefighter.
Maybe he's fucking with me. I don't know, but that's
probably. But here's the thing: this dude's 34. He's currently living in California. He's from Chicago, and this guy to me is just a mellow, normal dude. This is the kind of person, reminds me of that Brendan Shapiro dude that played. This is the epitome of an everyday person that we see on Survivor. He's not a actor necessarily, you know what I mean? So
I always thought Brendan Shapiro had kind of a far away look in his eye that wasn't. I mean, I met him and he was nice, but it wasn't like. I think this guy has those intangibles that Brandon Shapiro is missing.
Gotcha. Well, this guy says he's, as everyone says, I'm going to play to win. And he's watched a lot of Survivor. He mentions Tony Vlachos as someone that he liked because he sees Tony having fun out there. And that's one thing when I played is I tried to have fun, but I was so serious about the game that I don't think a lot of I like to joke around and say absurd shit, and a lot of that didn't get shown. So that's one of my regrets, is taking it so fucking serious. But he said he wants to have fun, and I think this guy's gonna just fly under the radar in the beginning. I think if someone's gonna say go get firewood, I think he's gonna just kind of go with the flow. But he doesn't seem like even though, Randy, we were talking about every one of these people is like a super fan, childhood dream. Watching the interview, he doesn't appear like as much of a super fan as some of the other contestants.
I think he's watched from the beginning. I think he might not have said it in the.
Well, I mean, to know Tony, he goes back, pretty far.
Kind of.
I mean, he doesn't.
I mean, Tony was on. 4 years. I mean, far as Gabon and Pearl Islands. Tony is more recent, but yeah, I mean.
Well, hold on. I mean, so you have people going. I've applied. For 17 years. Maybe there's a reason you didn't get on for 15 of those. I mean, let's not throw a parade for every motherfucker that applied more than 10 times.
Watching this guy's video, I was wondering why he even got cast, because he's He's normal. He's likable.
I zoned it. Like, he talks about watching a video of how to make fire with bamboo. It was a 3.5 minute video, and he kind of skipped through the middle. I zoned out in the middle of his video.
Yeah, and but this guy, and the reason this guy got cast, he is, like you said, the what was his Brendan Shapiro.
Mm-hmm. Brendan Shapiro. He reminds. I think
Marcus from my season, as well as who's the lawyer that was 10th place that Lil blindsided in yours?
Andrew Savage.
He's the Savage. He's the leader, nice guy, athletic, and he will be the first juror.
Yeah, I think he's the player CBS wanted when they got Hot Cop Dan, but this guy's not distracted by playing The Bachelor when he gets out there.
I agree.
Yeah, so he's obviously a family man and a Christian dude. You know, he would love to have his Bible out there.
And he's got his kid. The story about his oldest son Levi with the autism spectrum disorder. I mean, it's a great final jury speech. I mean, I'm reading his bio, like, ready to tear up. As I said, he lost me a little bit in the Entertainment Tonight Canada thing. As I said, it's just he doesn't stand. I mean, like, that's good. Like, you know, you don't need to be fucking Johnny Fairplay and in real life. That's a good quality to have, to not be us.
So that's the thing. I think
that's why I said I was wondering why he got cast, and he's cast to be the first juror.
He's going to be flying under the radar, but yeah, up to a point. And I agree. I think I think he could either be the first juror or be a pre-merge boot.
I think he's early jury. I will say this real quick before we move on. He lives in Livermore, California, and I played a celebrity golf tournament in Livermore with Chris Knight, Peter Brady, and we were riding back from the tournament. Everybody's all fucked up, and on the shuttle bus that we were on, there was a emergency exit thing on the top of the roof of the shuttle bus. When I look over at Peter Brady, I go, I was like, if there's an accident, I've deemed you in charge of rescue. You are personally responsible for getting us out of this bus. And he was like, okay. And I was like, and on the other side of that hatch is pork chops. And he looked, he goes, nope, I'm not gonna, nope. And it was a good like 45 seconds, and then finally he goes, an applesauce. So there's some Brady Bunch fans that are appreciating that line right now. But
I knew it was coming. I used to watch. To change the subject, has Aubrey texted you back?
No.
Oh my God.
Here we go. We just got it. Sorry, three minutes ago. Well, I'm still Randy, but my mom, who I'm currently on the phone with, wants you. So hope that works. And I got the love heart emoji thing. So that's, I mean, does she send you heart love emoji things?
Our relationship is not public yet. So,
I mean, you're not sending eggplant emojis to her, are you?
No, it's, well, okay. I win.
I mean, for now, I think I think she knows
Johnny,
that
it's over. It's over. Aubrey wants Randy.
All right. Well, you know what? I will move my love to there's Lauren's still out there. We have
oh, there's plenty, and we're going to get right into the next. So we all kind of agree that
early jury.
Our man Eric Hafemann or Hafemann is.
You guys talk for a second. I've got to text Aubrey.
All right, I'm going to introduce our next castaway. This guy is 23 years old. He is currently his hometown is Irwin, Tennessee, and that's where his current residence is. He is a YMCA program director. From the get-go, I love this dude already.
I wish he was 2 years older.
That's the
only 23 is. I mean, he's so. I mean, I don't know how much life experience he has in 23 years, but gosh darn it, if he's not a good kid. He's got a lot of he's a cross between Nick and Donathan.
That's exactly what I was going to say. He's got that Southern charm. He's a super fan, but he does not want everyone to know that he is a super fan, which I actually think that's a smart strategy.
But it's going to come out.
It will, but if he can really pull that off, I think this guy could be
He's not going to pull that part of it off.
What's
wrong with being a super fan? If they're all super fans, it's okay.
Yeah, it is. It is clear that CBS loves the Eastern Kentucky, Eastern Tennessee archetype now with Donathan, and then Nick, and now Gavin. I did not like Gavin by just reading his bio. It was, he talked way too highly of himself, and but then watching his video today,
totally different vibe.
He could go real deep.
Yep.
He could go real deep.
He seems respectful, but I also think he has the ability to lie in this game. And what I like about it too is he's appreciative. Like he's in his interview and stuff. He's been applying since he was 18 years old, and it's crazy because the dude got married like the day before flying out to location.
Yeah.
Krista from Pearl Island, she moved her wedding till after. So it was just too much to move everything before and deal with that. Whereas Gavin's like, I want to seal the deal on my love, and we're going to get this shit done. So kudos to him for that. Also, he mentioned he's a YMCA program director. Randy, have you ever stayed at the YMCA?
I actually work at the YMCA and have for years.
Oh, it's
part-time.
It's fun to stay. Fun to stay there.
Oh, it's very fun to stay there.
Yeah.
We have a gay old time every time I stay there.
Oh wow! I'm a big fan of the YMCA. My daughter plays basketball, and her team had her first win this past week.
No, and I even know some program directors at the YMCA, but
I would ask around about Gavin, see if we can get some dirt on him.
But I think Gavin's a likable guy. I think people are going to fall in love with Gavin. And if he makes it deep in the game to the family visit and his wife comes there, I think that's gonna
that's huge. And I think not that production ever helps certain players, but everyone knows what amazing TV that will be if his wife comes on the loved one's visit.
Right. Now he does.
He does hate people that vape, and I'm with you. Me
too.
Tobacco vape. It looks like a robot dick. Can we all agree on that? I don't think that's a good look. It's like, hey, are you into robot dicks? And it's just like, nope, not. I'm not.
So one thing I find fascinating in his bio too, like he says I'm like Keith Nail. Everybody loves Keith, which I love Keith Nail too. I don't think Keith Nail is the best Survivor player in the world from a strategic point of view, because when he came in on his first season, Blood versus Water, he obviously wasn't this huge super fan, but man, that dude was and still is one of my favorite, most entertaining players. He got to come to my house, hang out for Reality for Diabetes a few years ago.
I'm wearing my Reality for Diabetes shirt.
You are. That made me think of that, and my kids loved him, and he's super cool. And the thing is, he mentions Joe Anglim when he said, talks about the contestants. So I think.
What did you say about him?
Well, he's just saying that
Keith was the only guy that could compete with Joe.
And he wants to be the guy everyone is pulling for back home, like the underdog against Joe Anglim type player. Now, this dude probably has no clue that Joe Anglim's playing with him. So I think when he gets out here as a super fan, and since
he's gonna be like, "Oh shit, I get to right the wrong."
That's exactly what I'm saying, dude. It could be,
and in the same tribe as Joe.
Yeah.
Yep.
So whereas you think there might be some people placed on a tribe because they're super fans of those people, and that'll keep them in the game, you have someone like Joe or someone like Gavin that's on Joe's tribe that's just like, this motherfucker's he is trying to make a name for himself in the Survivor folklore, and I love that. So I hate telling the same story twice, with on the coattails of David versus Goliath. But if you don't have Gavin in your as a possible winner pick, you're not paying attention.
I think Gavin has a great shot of making it deep into the game and quite possibly could win the game. Although you said he is young, 23.
Yeah.
However,
As I said, 25, 26. He's without a shadow of a doubt my winner pick.
But he just got married, so you never know, dude. He might have grown up and been more mature than we might think, but at the same time, he's a YMCA director, and
he has 3 things he wants on the island. The first one he wants is his Xbox, so he can watch Netflix and play Fortnite.
Okay,
I don't think he has matured.
Yeah, you're right.
Your son's answered his questionnaire for him.
Yes,
Matt.
that is.
He lost some points there for sure.
Yeah. So what do you guys think? How far do you think he'll go?
I think late jury.
Okay. Right on. Well,
voted out for being a winning threat. So I agree with you.
So this is, I know, your guys' favorite cast member of all time. This guy's 29 years old. He currently resides in Ogden, Utah, with his girlfriend Sierra.
Well, that's the person whose all the bills are in their name. It would be Sierra's.
So he played Survivor Worlds Apart, Survivor Second Chance. I have never met Mr. Joe Anglim, okay? But I can tell you that, and this is just my personal thing, and I can't wait to hear your guys' opinion of him. His first season, I like Joe. He didn't really, he was a more, that same Malcolm, Ozzy type guy, but he was just kind of, I don't know, smiled more, didn't seem as intense as those guys. I think he's a good dude. Everyone that I have become friends with from his first season has said nothing but good things about Joe Anglim. Now, like I said, I've never met the dude. And here's one thing I want to say about Joe. I love beards, as you know. I mean, Jonny, your beard, it's not bad. But I love people that have big handlebar mustaches, but I'm not a big fan of his waxed mustache in his cast photo and the video. I don't think it really fits Joe. I just think that's like not his style.
I think he's just doing a little gimmick.
Yeah. But I don't think it's going to, because you have to have mustache wax in order to make that happen. So the gimmick is going to be gone the first time he gets in the ocean.
Day 2.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think Joe has a chance of winning. He says in his video, which was 11 minutes and 42 seconds long,
I mean, because it's Joe. I mean, heaven forbid he.
And I think that he says he has a really, really good feeling about this season and this time. So
I saw that in his video.
If he makes it far into the game, I will be very surprised. I almost think him overly saying how he's got this great feeling and this is the one. I think it's foreshadowing that he might be out early. However, with this twist of Edge of Extinction, I think Joe Anglim has a great chance of potentially coming back into the game late in the game due to the Edge of Extinction twist.
Yeah, he has the highest chance of coming back of any player. And
we don't know the challenges though in Extinction.
I'm just saying if it's anything physically related, which I would imagine it should be. But I mean, I will say when they go to when he gets voted out, if he's an early boot, like I'm guessing, Matt's guessing, Randy, we'll get to your guess. When it comes to the decision of, that's it, I'm done, or I'll do anything for another chance, he chooses to do anything for another chance.
Of course.
So, and I respect that. I mean, as much as I'm not a fan of Joe, I'm just over the. I've seen this same story like 18 times now. We saw this player is Ozzy. This player is Malcolm. This player is Joey Amazing for the third time.
He's Randy. But not quite as good.
I know, not quite. So. Oh, but which Survivor contestant are you most like? You would think Joe Anglim would have been the correct answer. No, Kim Spradlin. Kind and poised, but a gamer and a player. Not true. I would not say he is most like Kim Spradlin.
Not even the right sex.
Mustache is comparable.
Anyway, is it my turn yet?
Yes, please. We've been building to this moment, Randy.
I've never met Joe, but I did watch a video today with Joe and Kelly Wigglesworth.
Oh, that's a good one.
I don't know if you haven't seen it, Google it.
No, you should
find it, watch it.
No,
it is bizarre. He is naked with Kelly Wigglesworth.
Yes.
Painted from head to toe with war paint.
Yes.
And I still don't understand it. They're out in the jungle. It looks like they've been dropping acid or something.
Yes.
And they're just so. Is it spiritual or what? I mean,
I think it's called sex and drugs.
Yeah, I don't get it.
How many times did you watch it?
Well, I saw it a few years ago when it came out, and
sure.
Was this the pilot thing for the TV show where they were going to travel
Yes.
around the world, Randy? Is that what this was about?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was.
okay.
The show never happened, did it?
No.
No.
Nope.
Is he still dating Kelly?
No, he's with Sierra.
Does Sierra do body paint with him, or do you know?
She looks like the type that would not do the body. I mean, she
Well,
might.
no, I know. Like, I've hung out with Sierra on multiple occasions, and
Does she seem like the body paint type to you?
She could be. She's a horse type. I know that.
Sierra's cool as shit. I really like Sierra.
I think I would really like her too.
She's super fun, and I think she's adventurous, and I think she's open-minded in things like the Kama Sutra, probably.
But believe it or not, and I know you'll have a tough time believing this. I can be open-minded. I really can.
Oh no, I believe that.
But a 26, 27-year-old that kisses his father on the mouth for the loved one's visit, I don't get. Does that strike you as strange? Anybody?
Yeah.
I don't even remember that. So
on the loved one's visit
on his first season.
On his first season, his father runs out and he plants an open mouth kiss right on his mouth. I was like 25 before I could even shake my old man's hand.
Well,
we never did work into French kissing.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing.
Is there still time, Randy, or?
No, he passed away 30 years ago. But I don't get that. I think I'm probably in the majority here.
I know. Yeah.
A hug, absolutely. Maybe a kiss on the cheek.
Yeah,
is okay.
I love my kids more than life itself, and we're in effect. We say I love you. No. But let me finish. I don't kiss them on the mouth necessarily. You know what I'm saying?
I kiss Piper on the forehead.
Like I kiss my boys on the cheek, and we hug, and they say I love you, Dad, and I miss you when I come home. But yeah, so even my little kids, like, it is interesting. You don't really see that kind of affection between a father-son or especially
or a
at that age.
mother-son.
Right.
A mother-son is just as
well, I've seen some videos that's encouraged.
But yeah, no, I understand. It's not.
I believe there's stepmother and son videos. I think is the genre.
You know what? I also, excuse me. I also wanted to go into the man bun and the facial hair, but I can't. Podcasting with you two, I think I'm gonna.
Oh no, dude! By all means, I make fun of Johnny's man bun all the time.
I'm getting a haircut on when this drops. I will be getting a haircut, Randy. So feel free.
Are you gonna you gonna get a buzz cut? I'd love it.
No, I'm done with the man bun. I'm over it.
Yeah, and you guys touched on the handlebar mustache.
Well, that's not a handlebar. That's a. I don't.
if they go to the loved ones visit, he might get the wax on his dad's mouth if they kiss again.
Well, hopefully it'll wash off by then.
If they have a loved one's visit, I imagine Sierra coming out. But I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, you're right.
But
Sierra or Kelly, depending on.
He's with Sierra.
39 days can do a lot to your your psyche. He could change his mind, and
sure.
But
I'd love to see Kelly.
As I know CBS is big fans of Joe, and
rightfully so. He helps ratings. I get it, but
he does. He's a beautiful man.
And
he's a very beautiful man.
I'm going to watch whether he's on or not, but the chances of him playing a fourth time are slim. The chances of me playing a third time are slim. So I'm going to go out on a limb here and just say I don't like the guy.
Hey.
And the chances of us both playing again are even slimmer. So I'm not running much of a risk of
messing up an alliance with Joe Anglim.
So,
right on. Well, I've never met Joe. Like I said, I've heard nothing but good things about him from a degree. Like I don't know the guy, but I'm just saying from Tyler Fredrickson and Dan Foley and Mike Holloway and Sierra.
Heard great things about all four of them.
Yeah. So anyways, I think America, the people that are fans of that type of player and are fans of Christian from last season, that's CBS made a good casting choice in bringing Joe Anglim back, especially with some of these players that worship Joe Anglim are going to be either starstruck by Joe and try to work with him.
Not really starstruck because he's not a star. It's gonna be 15 and 16-year-old girls that love him.
Well, no, I'm saying the players that are playing in the game. Like the fans of the game.
You're right. They will be starstruck.
The newbies that are like, I'm a fan of Joe. They're going to be like, oh my God, Joe from Survivor. Like, I'm a huge fan. And so he could use that to his advantage. I think he's going to, man, I don't know. I go back and forth. Early, I'm just going to say early jury.
I'm going early boot.
I'm going to say, I'm going to just tell you what I hope happens. I hope Aubrey gets rid of him early, and then I predict he'll go to Extinction and hang on for a while.
I think he's if I don't know how many people come back from Extinction, but if it's only one, I think it's him.
I do too. They probably made
the game was designed for him.
That's exactly what I'm going to say.
I mean,
if Extinction was
he's
for
Ozzy.
him.
We've already seen the story. Ozzy comes back.
But we've got a new generation of viewers now. That was
I'm cool. Hey, I thought it was a great story before, so I have no complaints here.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I have lots of complaints.
Well, there you have it, guys, for Joe Anglim. We're going to move on to Julia Carter, a newbie. Man, this chick seems very smart, very well-spoken. She's 24. She seems a lot more mature than our boy Gavin. If you're comparing the kind of the vibe of, are they going to make it deeper?
I got a cute vibe, but still not. I don't think she's life-wise. I think she has plenty of life lessons to learn. I honestly feel that, I mean, she mentioned she lost her father when she was 7 to heart disease, and Survivor gave her hope. And I think she'll get all she needs from Survivor just from going out.
Oh yeah, I agree.
I think that's for her. It's just like, okay, I did it, and I think that's it. And it once again, very likable, extremely likable. I don't feel the hunger from her.
No, because she claims that she's there for a bigger purpose, and I think that bigger purpose is, to even if she's on there for 2 episodes, to tell her story is, I grew up with hard times. I watched Survivor as a kid. It helped me through some dark periods of my life. I'm fulfilling my lifelong dream, and you too can follow your dreams just like me.
2 episodes. So,
yeah,
I was mad. It was just like, if you could have anything, what would it be? And she would like a pen to document her strategy. Is that the worst idea you've ever? So let me get this straight. So if I'm out there with the pen, I'm just like, I'm going to fuck over Matt Bischoff. He will never see it coming.
And then I find it, yeah.
Yeah, that seems horrible. It seems like the worst strategy ever.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I don't know if you guys got this, but when I got voted out, they gave me at Ponderosa, I had a little diary book. You guys made it deep, but
yeah.
So she can fulfill that if she gets voted out and has a lot of time at Ponderosa. She'll have all the time in the world. But I think she's grateful to be there. She seems very likable. I think her social game, she claims she's a people person. I think she will be able to make friends easily. And she just found out she's got a full scholarship, I think she said in the video.
Yeah, her partial scholarship just got bumped up to a full scholarship right before she left.
So she's got real life shit going on. So no matter what happens, this is the first and only time this chick's going to play, because she's got bigger and better things to do in life than to hold on to her 5 minutes of fame for a reality TV show. But like I said, this cast so far, no one besides the one chick who I said is, self-proclaimed bitchy, villain type person. This tribe is Aurora. Yeah. This is a likable cast. What are your guys' thoughts on her?
First off, Matt, don't sell yourself short. You've done something that Jonny and I have never done in our 4 times of playing, and that is sitting in the audience during your own finale.
Well,
so you need to be congratulated for that.
Yes.
Spoiler alert, Randy. I stopped
hilarious.
watching after Brandon Hance's meltdown. So we are now currently watching. Matt and I. We started just dropped on Monday, the Castaway Watch Along feature on Patreon at patreon.com/Survivor NSFW. But I have yet to see all of Matt's season, so I think you might have just ruined. So you're saying that Matt isn't on, even though he played Survivor as an active player, he doesn't sit on the stage where the active players sit.
You'll see. I'm not going to spoil any more. I was sitting right behind him too.
Maybe you were just kidding around. He's got to be on the stage. There's no way.
They were up on the stage. Every single contestant gets at least one question. Most of them get 2.
Okay. All right. So you were just making stuff up.
Yeah, just dreaming.
All right. Well, for everyone...
let's get back to Julia.
Yeah.
I love
it. Yeah, she's the.
She reminds me of Jessica Pete. Jessica Pete from last season.
I'm sorry?
She reminds me of Jessica Pete from last season. The cute blonde on David vs. Goliath.
Okay, yeah.
Jessica Pete.
Yeah, I think you summed it up pretty good. She's not hungry like some of them.
Yeah.
Very bright, great. She's like Eric Hafemann or Hafemann.
Hafemann.
I see her being early jury.
Oh no, I got early boot.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting though. If you look at I
got early boot. I think she goes to exile and possibly raises the white flag on exile.
That's a good point.
Really?
That's a good point. So yeah.
So how tough do you guys think exile is going to be? Do you think
I think it's going to be very. I mean, if it's not very tough, I say fuck it. I mean, like I don't know how many of the videos you watch. There's a producer, Matt something. I've never met him because
you watched him talking about the Edge of Extinction twist.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he's
Matt Van Wagenen?
like, yes.
He's an executive producer now.
I've never met him.
Yeah, he was.
He was like a field producer interview guy, wasn't he? At one point.
Not.
Yeah, he was.
That's after me. I mean, that's how long it's been since I played Survivor. But this Matt guy, who apparently is a big deal now, he's saying, like on Ghost Island, they have the equivalent of the Sugar Shack from Gabon, which you got sent to. He's like, there's no. He goes, you will go to the island of Extinction, and quickly realize this shit sucks, and it's gonna take.
You'll want to quit.
You will want to quit. You will
I don't know what season Matt started. I think it was a year or two before Gabon, because he was there. He was a field producer in
He might have
Gabon.
been out there for fans versus favorites. I
bet he
went
was.
in the
I
Shadow
bet he
Jaw.
was because he was. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah, man takes my face, knocks it to the side of a boat. I'm just like, that's it. I mean, like, so I wasn't trying. You know, I'm just like, ooh, I really need to remember your name.
Yeah, I got to know Matt real well in Gabon. Saw him a little bit in Heroes Villains.
He seems very nice.
We connected really well on Gabon.
Sweet.
So he's he is this far, under Probst right now. There's nobody between him and Probst as far as being the boss of the show.
Well, I don't know him. I guess that speaks volumes.
I'm sure he knows who you are.
So I'm envisioning what Johnny's.
And I'm sure he's not going to listen to this, so I'm not pandering to anybody. But he is a really nice guy.
So
he used to be.
He looked from the video. He seemed like a nice guy.
Yeah, he was a fan of Survivor before he started working for him, and has done well, and been promoted through the ranks, and now he's as far as you can go.
That's pretty awesome. So I believe, Johnny, your scenario that the picture you painted, I think is pretty accurate. I think because she does not have that drive and fire to actually kick ass and win the game necessarily. She just went out there for this, once in a lifetime thing. And even if she goes out early, I think she's going to be the person that does freak out on Edge of Extinction Island and just bails. Like, I can't handle this, because there's not going to be, hopefully they don't give him any bamboo out there like they normally do for building a shelter. I would say give them no food at all, except maybe coconuts that they plant out there for them or whatever. But I think they should give them limited resources to where it's like almost impossible to. I guess they'd have to give him some sort of tool, like one machete or something, but we'll see. I'm as cheesy as I thought Edge of Extinction was going to be. I'm like, dude, David versus Goliath was such a great season. I hope this season doesn't fucking suck, but the more I see
I'm looking forward to it, to be honest. Like we talked about last week, the fact that they don't know that it's Edge of Extinction is great, even when they're voted out. I mean, that's gonna make for some great moments.
Yep, I agree. So we're gonna move on. We kind of already discussed. We all kind of gave our picks of where Julia's gonna go. She's gonna go out early, is what you guys.
I think I've picked everybody, early jury or middle jury. I'm gonna have to
pick some winners. Otherwise, So we're gonna go to Julie Rosenberg, 46 years old. Her hometown is Baltimore. She's currently residing in New York City. She is a toy maker.
What toys does she make?
Hopefully, like pure romance style toys.
Little wooden toys that she paints.
Oh, that's right. She doesn't make. Yeah, I think she probably buys them from somewhere.
Right. She's got a supplier and she paints them, and.
So this is a regular woman. Right, she's a super fan since day one. She's applied for 17 years. She said, I'm totally out of my element. I have no outdoor skills. I don't have any strategy. I don't have any plan going into the game.
She can make a fire.
Yeah, she's the Kathy of fans versus favorites, Johnny.
Ooh, really?
I think so.
Oh, no. I was hoping for a little more.
I can't feel my family.
So here's the thing. I think she has zero chance whatsoever.
Really? Am I misreading her?
I just think she has zero chance of winning.
Wow. I have her going far. She her hobbies are the same as, she likes hot yoga classes and escape rooms. So do I. So she spends too much time looking up gluten-free recipes. I don't know what gluten means. So I just learned what carb meant 2 years ago. So bear with me, folks. My metabolism finally slowed down at age 44. She's been applying for 17 years. She hasn't applied every year.
She started applying with Africa, which is when I started applying. So I've got to respect that.
Yeah, she's smart enough to know not to have a strategy. She can make fire. She knows how to gut a fish and how to cut a coconut. I think she's going to be under the radar. I think she's early jury. I feel like, you know, she is living her dream of playing Survivor, but I think going out there, you know, you don't get to go home. So I think she's just I feel she's going to have an adaptability that takes her far into the game.
Speaking of that's so, if you get, how's Edge of Extinction going to work? I'm having a so if you make, you know, if you're voted out and like the first member of our jury, well, what if they're on Edge of Extinction? How are they going to determine
there
that?
was a rumor when this concept first broke of someone coming back around the merge and someone coming back at the bit because they said someone can come back, you know, in the middle of the game or at the very end of the game.
So will two people compete each week, just like Exile Island?
I have no clue, but I'm thinking someone could potentially come back around the jury, and then that kind of lets them know that hey, when you go to the jury, you have a choice. You can become a member of the jury, or you can become a member of the jury on the Extinction Island.
And I don't think anybody can win without taking the direct path. I don't think anybody can go to Exile Island or Extinction Island and win. So
no way.
Just like Lil had no chance in your season.
Well, no, but if the jury is comprised, like, all right, so if you get voted out and you could potentially be a member of the jury, but you still have the crossroads, right?
Right.
When you do the crossroads, if you choose to go to the Edge of Extinction, but you're still a member of the jury, and the jury is comprised of mostly people out there, that could.
You're saying if the jury is comprised mostly of people that
that are on Extinction Island,
right?
They would have more respect for someone out there versus someone stealing. Perhaps.
Yeah, that's a.
I don't know.
I would be shocked because what Randy said, Lil has no chance. But what if Burton had made it to the end of the game? Does Burton have a chance on Pearl Islands to win the game up against Sandra Diaz, Jonny Fairplay?
I think the problem with Burton and Lil is, this didn't need to be said during the Pearl Islands finale, but it's just like you were in a fucking cabana for 12 days.
Mm-hmm.
Like you weren't on the island of Extinction.
Right.
You were in a fucking cabana with About a Boy on DVD.
Yeah, right. It wasn't harsh. It wasn't harsh conditions.
Yourself.
Right.
They got to watch DVDs, really?
Yeah, like your favorite DVD is your favorite meal and your favorite DVD is waiting. So for me, my favorite, they're just like, sorry, Fairplay, we didn't think it was going to be you, so we don't have any, what do you want to eat? We'll make you a sandwich. I was like, thanks. And then, like, my favorite DVD was supposed to be American Psycho, and fucking Rhino stole it off my bed and replaced it with his favorite movie, About a Boy, with fucking Hugh Grant. I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is the worst. Like, I just got voted out on day 38. If that shit didn't suck enough, I got fucking Hugh Grant because fucking Rhino stole my movie.
So
Rhino is great.
Do you think
Rhino is great?
Oh, I don't care to talk about Pearl Islands. Let's talk about Edge of Extinction. Julie Rosenberg. The one thing that I think. Do you
remember when Rupert caught that fish?
Yeah, that's my favorite part. You can start every sentence with that, and that is my favorite part.
So, guys, I think, honestly, the more when I think about the video and looking at her in this cast photo, she could be one of these players that makes it kind of far in the end, that just kind of goes along with the smarter strategic players and almost becomes like a, I don't know.
I think she's more of a Kathy O'Brien versus a Kathy from fucking Fans versus Favorites.
Really?
Yeah, maybe I'm misreading, and there wasn't a.
Well, she's admits that she's crazy.
Well, that's the Kathy from Fans versus Favorites.
Right.
So I don't think Kathy O'Brien would admit that she's crazy.
But
this is her.
I am looking forward to seeing a player like this, Julie Rosenberg. I have her making the merge early jury is my pick on that.
I got early. I have jury. I don't do the early late. Just jury, and I think she's going to play a respectful game.
Right on. Well, we're going on to the next person, and this person is 46 years old.
Actually, real quick, she maybe like a Angela from Ghost Island, very comparable, perhaps.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
I still say Kathy from your season.
Sure. Okay. One of us could easily be right, Randy.
So we're going to Ron Clark. This dude looks like this guy looks like Scott Weiland from Stone Temple Pilots.
No way.
Yeah, go back and look at his video. This looks like a older Scott Weiland. Well, to me it did. But this guy's watched for 18 years. Seems like a quirky dude. He's real animated in the things that he's talking about, and I think he's going to be funny to watch. I was like, man, is this guy going to be annoying or not? I think he could be a villain even. You know what I mean? He's a teacher, and so
he runs the Ron Clark Academy.
Do you guys know what the Ron Clark Academy is? Do you know, Randy?
Yeah, this guy is famous. They made a movie about him.
For real?
For real. He used to teach in Harlem. He's gay, which has really nothing to do with anything, but he taught in Harlem, went to Atlanta, started this school. Is kind of he's got some really interesting teaching techniques. And he's got a couple 100,000 Twitter followers, I think.
Yeah. I reading without watching the video, just reading his bio, I'm just like, okay, this is a millionaire that wants this as a trope. I got an Andrew Savage vibe on paper.
Oh, I didn't.
Just from reading this, and then I watched the video. I'm just like, oh my god, this is Chrisley Knows Best. I'm just like,
I got a John Carroll vibe from him.
Sure, I could see that.
He mentioned Spencer Bledsoe of who he would like to play most like. I like Spencer Bledsoe in Spencer's first season of Survivor.
You played the game with Spencer Bledsoe on the Survival Challenge.
I did. I played the Survival Challenge with Spencer.
Randy, did you do the Survival Challenge?
No.
At Bob Crowley's?
I don't know what it is, so apparently not.
I would imagine the answer is no.
It's basically a game. It's a Survivor-like game. It's really fun. It's you play at the first time they did it, or the first few seasons was at Bob Crowley's piece of property, and you play a 3 or 4 day game of Survivor. It's very realistic.
No, I've never done it. I've never been to Bob's.
Yeah, but now it's 5 days and it's in Illinois.
It's in Illinois. Yep, that's correct.
Okay.
So he did win the Showcase Showdown in 2002, which I think is pretty cool. And you guys may not know this. Rob C went. I think he played Price is Right one time. I think he went because you can't do Survivor or Big Brother and then do you can't do like a CBS show after that or whatever. And so unless you're Joe Anglim and they bring you back to do Candy Crush, Price is Right, and everything else.
Wait, I was spacing out for a second. Did you say that this Ron Clark did Survivor Challenge at Bob Crowley's thing?
No. He was when we were talking how Spencer Bledsoe, he mentions him as a survivor he would play most like, and I said I like Spencer, and then Johnny's like, well, Matt, you played that Survival Challenge with Spencer. That's how we got on that topic. But this guy, Ron Clark,
he won the Showcase Showdown. But real quick, Rob C, he played Price is Right. I don't think he made it to the Showdown, but I think he went by his middle name so he could get called.
Wow, that's interesting.
I would love to do the Showcase Showdown. I would $1 that shit. I'd $1 all day, even for the final showcase. $1.
You'd get in for sure.
Yeah. I hate people that do that. Don't you guys hate that?
I don't watch it either.
The $1 asshole. They're the fucking worst.
But I think Ron Clark's going to be a smart guy. I think he's going to be Funny. I like watching those, and I didn't, I could care less if he's gay or straight or somewhere in between, but I like those Bryce, Isaiah kind of, type people for entertainment value. But
this is what they were trying to get with Chet, I think.
Oh, with the way this guy.
And no one is in Bryce's league.
No. Did you guys like Bryce on her season?
I like Bryce. Bryce and I have we've been what's that?
Nothing.
No, we had a little friction. We're good now, and
Good.
Bryce will be joining me April 10th, along with Wendell Holland, winner of Survivor Ghost Island, and also winner of a Grammy on Sunday night on at the Grammy Awards.
I saw that.
So, tickets available at SurvivorTix.com. We're going to be at the Brass Tap at the Brass Field in Baltimore on April 10th. Get your tickets now. But yeah, Bryce will be joining us.
I love Bryce. He's one of my favorite survivors. He's
fun. He's a lot of fun. I'm excited to be out there.
But yeah, so we'll see how this guy does. We're gonna go on. Do you have any last comments about Ron?
What's our pick on Ron? I say late jury.
I say he makes the jury. I don't have any other opinions, but I like the guy.
This tribe is 5 girls and 4 men.
Mm-hmm.
5 female. I would love, as much as I hated it in Vanuatu, I would love a girl alliance to get rid of Joe and then to
Gavin.
Well, we'll see. I'm pulling for Aubrey, so it could happen with the 5-4 if they're smart. It will happen, but I don't like Ron's.
Typically, in the history of Survivor, gay men align with females in the later stages of the game.
Colton Cumbie syndrome.
Kobe.
Right.
Todd Herzog.
That's true. So that makes it 6-3.
Wow, Gavin, what? Sorry, brother.
Yeah, Gavin and Joe are toast.
Yep.
Well, right on. Well, we're going to go into the last person. Save one of the best for last. I really like this chick. Another young one. She's from the Bronx. She's a waitress. She's 23. She is a redhead, and she seems super outgoing.
Did you guys watch her video?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Do you remember who her favorite contestant was?
No, I do not.
I know she read Chaos Cass's reading material, How to Win Friends and Influence Others.
Right, but I'm pretty sure her favorite player was Rupert.
Really?
Oh, I did not see that on the video. That was probably on First One Out.
No, this was... Maybe I'm confusing her with somebody else. She doesn't say that in her bio, but I thought I saw it on the
She
video.
relates to Malcolm.
Yeah, she's watched the show since she was 6, so she's a super fan. She says to prepare for this deal, she's like rewatched, seasons.
She watches the first episode of each season to make
to not do what the person that voted it out first did.
Right.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
I do too.
And she, she met some dude that was like a real outdoorsy guy to help her learn the ropes as far as survival skills. And one thing she did do, which is exactly what I did to prepare, is she ate. Some people eat a bunch going out there to get all fat, but she ate less meals to get her stomach ready, which I think is a smart.
She said she learned that reading a blog from Malcolm.
Yep, that's exactly what I did.
Two small meals a day to get your body
trained to not have a lot of food.
That's what I did for my second one.
So the thing is with this chick, man, is she's smart. Like she's 4.0 valedictorian of her college. So she's educated in a sense from that point of view, which I don't think she wants people to know how smart she is. But she claims she's flirty. I think she's going to be a fun, cute player to watch, and I think she could go really far in this game.
Yeah.
You said you love her, Johnny?
I love her. The only thing, she's great other than She said her guinea pig Scamp has been sick since she got her, and she's had 2 surgery stints, countless vet visits, tons of medications, blah. And I'm just like that would that would not help the relationship. Could you imagine spending thousands upon thousands of dollars on guinea pig surgeries?
No, I cannot. No. The surgery for the guinea pig would be buy $100 boa constrictor and throw the guinea pig in the aquarium. That's what I would do.
Yeah, so that not so much. Her boyfriend, this is not in her bio. This is based on social media, and we are now Facebook friends. Her boyfriend is a model, so I think that's kind of preparation. She's used to supporting someone like a Joe Anglim that doesn't.
You guys are Facebook friends, you said?
Yeah.
I don't think she's followed me back on Twitter.
Well, we've chatted on Twitter, but she's used to supporting someone like Joe that doesn't really work, whether it be financially or emotionally. So I think that could be practice, for in the game. She's read Chaos Cast's book, recommendation, how to win friends, influence others. She reminds me of a friendly version of Courtney Yates.
Yeah.
And she describes herself as a triple threat without looking like one. The freckles, her Twitter picture is the black and white with the freckles. My daughter Piper has a very comparable picture. They as Victoria said, they look like sisters. I think it's probably the younger, more single version of Jonny Fairplay would have been like, oh my God, this girl's hot, I want to date her. The older, not single, fatherly version of Jonny Fairplay. This reminds me of my daughter. I like her a lot. I say late jury, a possible winner pick.
I think she's late jury too. And the thing that I was kind of when I was looking through these bios is there's a lot of people around that 23, 24 age range.
The young cast.
Yeah.
So there's two 46-year-olds on this.
Yeah,
this
we have
and
Julie and Reen Daly.
Julian in Ron Clark 46.
I believe
Ron
so.
Yeah.
Clark is 46 as well.
But
so that could be.
I think it's interesting because last week, there was a lot more. I forget some of their. I have that Wendy Diaz chick. Is that her name?
Wendy Diaz Twine.
Yeah, Wendy Diaz Twine. Then you had the. Then you had the bro surfer dude, and you had War Dog. This seems overall like a more normal cast. No one is overly has some crazy annoying thing going on.
I think physically they're ahead of the other tribe also.
Yeah. There's not going to be the chaos going on in the camp of just crazy wacko personalities.
But one thing I disagree with is with Victoria is I think a 4.0 GPA does not translate at all to doing well in Survivor. If anything, it hurts you. I mean, being stupid would help you.
As is 90% of the cast, we learned last week.
Right, 95.
However,
Randy has upped it to 95% of survivors are stupid, Matt.
Man, that's a big percentage. Well, John Cochran won Survivor. He was a red-headed freckle man that was a Harvard smart guy. So you never know. But I would like to see her go all the way in this game.
She is my daughter's winner pick.
Right on. Well,
I'm not going to make a winner pick yet.
One of my daughters. My other one is 21 months, so she does not understand what Survivor is. So
yes, that's probably a good thing.
Okay, Randy, would you say you're not making a winner pick?
Not yet.
Well, you what does your gut tell you? This is kind of a cast assessment. That this is how we end things.
Okay.
Who is? Let's go. We've seen them all. Who's first boot? Who's the winner?
Well, is first boot going to be the first person that gets voted to extinction, or the first person that officially leaves the game?
First person to extinction. that will probably raise that could possibly raise the flag. I mean, we could do both, but let's just say
theoretically it could be the same person.
I don't think it. I think first boot from the game, first boot based on the first tribal is Wendy Diaz Twine. And I think the first person to raise the white flag on Extinction is Julia Carter.
Okay, let me. Are you writing this down, Matt?
No, but I'm gonna say Wendy Diaz first boot, because I'm looking at the pictures of the tribes and thinking, okay, there's a competition. Joe Anglim's tribe will probably win. I don't know, man. It's crazy when you look at the tribes side by side, okay, and you think, okay, you got Joe and whatever. You have that Lauren O'Connell on the other tribe.
You have 5 guys versus 4 guys, which is a physical advantage, and add in Lauren, who is one of probably the best physical athlete.
And Kelly Wentworth's a badass too. There's some strong people on their tribe.
They have the 2 strongest females in the game.
I think War Dog's going to be strong. Your favorite player, War Dog.
Mouth is going to be strong.
I think Chris Underwood is going to be as far as physical challenge stuff goes. So I don't know. Go ahead with your pick of who you think's getting first out.
I'm gonna say Manu loses the first challenge, as most of us are saying, and Reem Daly is the first victim.
That's not a bad pick.
It's not. I just love every time you say Reem Daly.
For two reasons. One, I think it's a smart pick, and second, I just love the name.
Yeah. I think the last 10 minutes of the episode going into Tribal is them discussing between Wendy Diaz Twine and Reem Daly on who they're gonna vote out.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say for strength they're gonna keep Wendy Diaz Twine, and Reem is gone.
I could say Wendy. Do I need a Wendy Diaz Twine T-shirt?
No.
Available at JonnyFairplay.com.
Maybe
I love that name.
You get a phone call from Johnny Fairplay.
That's hilarious. Wendy
And
Diaz Twine.
as much as I'd love to pick Aubrey to win this thing, I just can't.
Yeah.
I'm
making
gonna pick
a Wendy Diaz Twine shirt.
I'm gonna stay in this tribe, and I'm gonna pick Rick Devens to win it.
I like that. That's Wendell's winner pick.
Is it? Because he's not too threatening. He's going to be funny.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I like that pick.
Oh man, my microphone is jacked right now. I would have to say Wendy Diaz Twine. Wendy Diaz Twine first out of the game. And I'm going to say Kelly Wentworth, winner of Survivor Edge of Extinction.
I don't want to ride on coattails as those Diaz Twines like to do. And however, I'm with Randy here and Wendell Holland. I love Rick Devens. And
I do too.
I do think Aurora makes it far. She is my daughter's pick, but I'm going to go against the grain here, and I think Rick Devens is the winner of Edge of Extinction. But I don't think he ever goes to Extinction Island.
I agree. And like I said before, anybody that goes to Extinction Island will not win.
Yeah, no chance. Yeah, it's. I would like to revisit this question after episode 1.
No, we cannot. Well, are we doing a podcast after the? Oh yes, because we will be at Frickers in Mason, Ohio. You can join us along with Big Tom, Tanya Vance, Matthew Sash-Lanahan, Angela from Ghost Island, and Roger Bingham, Kentucky Joe from Survivor Australia. So that's an OG Survivor. Join us at Frickers in Mason, Ohio. That is February 20th, for the premiere. That's next week, people. You can join us. Tickets available at survivortix.com. That's survivortix.com. That afternoon, however, you can play cornhole against some of your favorite survivors. We're giving away a set of Survivor NSFW cornhole boards. There's going to be instructions from actual cornhole professionals that you have seen on ESPN 2 and 3. They'll be out there. They'll be the official judges. They're also going to be doing demos and then a final battle with them. However, they're not in competition for the cornhole boards. You guys are. You guys get to win the boards. Go once again to survivortix.com to get your tickets for that. That is in Morrow, Ohio from 1 to 4 p.m. next Wednesday night, February 20th. Get tickets for both and join us on the cornhole tournament. Lunch and beverages are provided. So I can't wait.
I can't either. It's going to be super fun. I'm excited for the new season to start. Randy, thank you very much.
Going.
No, I know you're not going, but I want to.
Where are you at these days, Randy? How far are you from Morrow, Ohio?
I'm in Alaska right now.
Okay. If you start now, you might make it.
Excuse me.
Randy's dying.
He is dying. But Randy, thank you so much for being a part of our podcast.
It was fun.
It was super fun, and we'll have to do it again.
Randy,
I'm sorry?
what do you have to promote? You have a Twitter you like people to chat with you at, or?
Yeah, you know my Twitter. I'm not going to promote anything.
Well, people can easily.
I am really looking forward to this season starting. It's always good. I always enjoy the season more if I know the cast well, and there's no better way to prepare than what we just did. So.
Oh, exactly, man. Because we've done our homework, and I'm the same way. Because sometimes I'm like, damn, it takes me forever to get to know these people, and what's their name, and I already feel like I got a good grasp of these characters.
Yep,
so I think it's going to be a great season.
I
And,
do feel like Randy has jinxed my pick and Rick Devens from winning, because if you do follow Randy on social media, on the Twitter, which is his only active social media that I'm aware of, Randy likes to pick winners and change his picks throughout the season.
Yeah,
often.
That's true.
And so you might have just fucked Rick Devens' $1 million chance.
yeah. Well, we'll see. I'm excited to see all these players.
Fortunately, it's already been shot and it's a done deal, so I didn't jinx anything. Anyway, Johnny, we need a double date. Me and Aubrey, and you and Aubrey's mother.
Well, I mean, I feel, you know what? I don't know. I feel like you might have won this exchange, but maybe not. Maybe Aubrey's mom dresses normal.
and maybe Aubrey will never talk to me again after me
giving the phone number, or for
Yeah.
giving her phone number to Jonny.
Yeah, I will be texting inappropriate stuff.
Perfect.
Awesome. Well, thank you,
On that
Randy.
note,
Right on. We'll see you
Adios.
guys next week for the premiere of Edge of Extinction, and stay tuned for all of our other stuff on Survivor NSFW.